go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set. And the New Orleans Saints. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. 59. Silver. Watch the safety creep. SOS. You're good.
Breeze now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Breeze to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down the pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Lock in. 18. Hey, echo.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Alert. Hey, box truck.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They run. This is Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Stop! 180! 44. I got it. Showing it. Showing it. Bang, 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 bang. Yes.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Back.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here's Breeze. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Check 31. Shit.
We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 95, 56. Mike is 59. I'm here all day.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
Ready?
Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Tom. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On three. Motion.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Check. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now on second and 16, Trubisky. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A.J. Klein. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. A.J. Klein picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Now it's Ginn. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait and enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. On 1st down, Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
95-56. Opposite. Hey, easy.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Let's get it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard. About time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Trubisky on first down. That is caught by Cohen. And some room to work. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards the pickup there.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017. Just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Will Lutz to kick off for Maryland.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Trubisky will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A.J. Klein able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Motion. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Breeze now. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A.J. Klein. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Alert, alert. 44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. I'm on.
Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Ready?
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 5-9. 59. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 52. Shit. Hey, Q. Lennon. 3 seconds.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to float, and that's caught inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak. Late in ball.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 47 yards. Now it's Trubisky. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the 38, Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Slam, slam. Alert, flare, alert, flare, flare.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to it's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? And he's taken down here by the Saints. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Alert, 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 alert.
One last shot for Trubisky. They'll roll him out right, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.